Hello everyone, Namaskar, good morning. Welcome to the online classes of Chaudhary Brahmprakash Ayurveda Sansthan. Today is the turn of Department of Rog Nidan. I am Dr. Umesh Kumar Sapra from the Postgraduate Department of Chaudhary Brahmprakash Ayurveda Sansthan, Rog Nidan, going to teach you regarding the topic Shwas Rog in my presentation. So here is my presentation. Schwarz Rog. As the name indicate, this is a disease which is basically related with the respiration. The disease in which either there is difficulty in breathing or difficulty or change in the pattern of respiration is known as Schwarz Rog. It is very much described in Ayurvedic literature, Charak, Sushruta, Bhagavad and various other acharyas has described the Shwas Rog in detail. As you know, Shwas Rog is one of the commonest entity found in our day-to-day practice. In the OPT, lots of patients, especially in this season, are coming to the respiratory tract disorder. So now I am going to start my first slide. So you can see respiratory tract starts from the trachea to the alveoli. Respiratory tract helps in the respiration, which leads to the normal, healthy life. This is the content of my presentation, starting from the Nidan or etiological factor of Shwas Rog, followed by some Prapti or pathogenesis. Then comes the Purv or prodromal features. Then comes the types of Shwas Rog described in the Ayurvedic literature. And the last, Sadhya Sadhyata, curability as well as incurability of the disease. Next slide. Shwas Rog, Vat Kafatmak Pitta Sthan Samudbhav. This is described in the Charak Samhita. So the main predominant doshas are Vat as well as Kapha, and it originates from Pitta Sthana. Pitta Sthana means Amashya. Now coming to the Nidan or etiological factors. This is the shloka described in the Madhav Nidan 12th chapter, which is taken from Sushruta Samhita. Vidahi Guru Vishtambi Rup Shabishandi Bhojane शीत पान अशन स्थान रज धूम आतप अनिले व्याम करम भार अद्व वेगाघात अपतर्पणे हिक्का श्वासश्च कासश्च निनाम समुपजायते. So the food which is Vidahi, Guru, Vishtambi, Ruksh, Abhishandi as well as Sheet Pan, these are the etiological factors of diet related causing the Shwas Rog. Vidahi, example is sarso or mustard. Guru, example is urad or mansh. Vishtambi, those substances which produce constipation. Ruksh, matar. Abhishandi, dahi. Then sheet pan, this is related with the various kinds of cold drinks, beverages, cold water. Then come ashan, sheet ashan. Sheet ashan means the food which is cold. Then sheet sthan, the place which is colder as compared to other places. Just like in our home, there is always one room which is having no sunlight. So this is comparatively colder. So it can precipitate the attack of Shwas. Then comes the environmental factors, just like raj, pollens, dhoom, fumes, atap, then sunlight, anil, cold air, then the factors related with the lifestyle, just like vyam karm, excessive exercise, bhar, adv, excessive weightlifting, adv, excessive fast walking, vegagat, stoppage of adharaniya ved, aptarpan, fasting. These all related with the causes of Shwas Rog as well as Hikka and Kas. So students, you can see these are the etiological factors which can be broadly taken as the causes of all the respiratory tract disorders, just like Schwarz, Ka, Sikka, and others also which are not described in the Ayurvedic literature. These etiological factors can be divided into Aharaj Nidan as well as Viharaj Nidan. In Aharaj Nidan, Vat Prakopak Nidan, Pitt Prakopak Nidan as well as Kaf Prakopak Nidan. Vat Prakopak Rukshan, Ahar, Vishtambi Ahar, Vishmashan, then Pitt Prakopak, Til, Vidahiyan, then Kaf Prakopak, you can see Nishwap, Mas, Guru Dravya, Jal मांस, अनूप मांस, दही, आमक्षी, पिन्याक, abhishandhi ahar. These are causing the vitiation of the kapha dosha. Then comes the viharaj nidan. Vat prakopak viharaj nidan, just like raj, dhoom, pragvat, sheetvat, vayam. Kapha prakopak, just like in some diseases, chardi and pratishay. Shwas is also described as a symptom. Now coming to the next part, Samprapti or pathogenesis. This is a disease which is described by Charak Samhita, and the specialty of this disease is that in this disease the two type of Samprapti or pathogenesis has been described in Charak Samhita. First is described in conjugation with the Hikka, that is known as Samanya Samprapti or General Samprapti, which is described in the shlokas Charak Chikitsa 17/17 as Marutaha Pranvahini Srotansi Avishye Kuppeti Urastha Kafamudhuve Hikka Shwasan Karoti Sa. So, in the translation, you can see Marutaha Pranvahini Srotansi Avishye Kuppeti means the Vayu which is situated in the Pranvaya Srotas, when it is vitiated due to etiological factors, what it causes Urastha Kafam Udhuve. Urastha Kafam Udhuve means the kapha which is present or located in the Ur or chest pradesh, when this Vayu, Udhuve is basically related with the synonym of Avran. So whenever there is Avran, so there is vitiation of Vadosh. So Vayu is the predominance which causing the vitiation of kapha present in the Urat Pradesh, causing the Hikka as well as Shwasa Roga. So this is the Samanya Samprapti. Second is related with the special Samprapti or specific Samprapti, Vishish Samprapti for Shwasa Roga. Yada Srotansi Sanuddhe Marut Kaf Purvaka Vish Vak Varajati Sanuttas Tatha Shwasan Karoti Sa. So Yada Srotansi Saruddhe Marut Kaf Purvaka. So Kaf Purvak वायु जब स्रोतों को अवरुद्ध करते हुए उर प्रदेश के चारों ओर घूमने लग जाती है और वहां पे अवरोध उत्पन्न करती है, तो उसको श्वास रोग हो जाता है. सो दिस इज द सेकंड प्रेजेंटेशन of the disease. So these two sampraptis are just like the two presentation of one disease. In first samprapti, you see there are some patients which comes to you which are having dyspnea dominance, just like in emphysema. Second Vishish samprapti, this is related with the patients having cough with expectoration dominant, just like in chronic bronchitis. So this is the two presentation, and this samprapti helps in the finding the mode of panchkarma treatment in these patients. So what to do, what kind of panchkarma you will follow in these patients, this you should keep in your mind. We will discuss this in the last slides. Now coming to the samprapti table, starting from the nidan sevan to the pitta sthan dosh prakopa. So vata kapha prakopak nidana leading to the caffeine avruddha vayu. So there is blockage or obstruction of normal movement of the vayu by the kapha. So vayu pratiloma. So there is abnormal or opposite direction movement of the vayu causing the pranavaya sroto prapti. So this comes to the Ura Pradesh or pranavaya srotas, causing the Shwas Vega. When there is Shwas Vega and when it repeatedly occurs, it leads to the Shwas Roga. So this is the Samprapti table. Next is the component, Samprapti Ghatak of Shwas Roga. Starting from the dosha, as I have discussed, it is Vat Kafatmak Pitta Sthan Samudbhav. So Vat Kafat dominance. Then comes the Dushya, mainly is the Ras Dhatu. Then comes the Srotas, Pranvay Srotas, Anvay Srotas, Udakvay Srotas. Then comes Srotodushti. Out of 4 kind of Srotodushti, Sangha is the most dominant Srotodushti in Shwas Rog. Then Udbhav Sthan, Pitta Sthan, Amashya. Then Rog Marg is Koshta. Sadhya Sadhyata according to the types of the Shwas Rog. Basically, it can be presented as a Ashukari as well as Chirkari Vyadhi. Tamak Shwas is in Yapya in chronic stage. Now coming to the Purrupa or prodromal feature. What are the prodromal features? What is prodromal features? Means these are the symptoms which appear before the actual onset of the disease. And Acharya Charak has described Hit Pida, just like pain in the myocardium. Shul can be taken as Udar Shul. Adaman, Anaha, both are related with the abdominal discomfort. Mukha Virasta, so there is abnormal taste. Shankha Nistod, so there may be pain in the both the temporal region. So these are the prodromal features of the Shwas Rog. Then comes the classification or types of Shwas Rog. Acharya Charak has described 5 types of Shwas Rog, starting from the Mahashwas, Urdu Shwas, Chinna Shwas, Tamak Shwas, as well as Shuddha Shwas. These are the 5 types of the Shwas Rog. Now coming to the predominance of doshas in 5 types. Mahashwas is basically Vata dominance. Urdu Shwas is also Vata dominance. Chinna Shwas is Kapha and Vata dominance. Tamak Shwas is Kapha dominant and Shuddha Shwasa is Vata dominance. Now coming to the general clinical features of these 5 types. First is Mahashwas. As you know, in Mahashwas it is described as the person having the respiration Martashab Iv Nisham, means the person is having breathing just like a bull. So person is having Pranasht Gyan Vigyan as well as Vibrant Lochan, Vivrit Aksh Anan, Badh Mutra, Deenta. So these are the features whenever there is any kind of acute attack. Some literature shows that this can be the presentation of congestive cardiac failure, in which the patient suffer from orthopnea along with other symptoms which can be taken under the broad umbrella of congestive cardiac failure, and sometimes it is fatal. But nowadays it can be treated if the patient is given emergency treatment. Then comes the Urdu Shwas. Urdum Shwasti Yo Dirgam Na Cha Pratyahara Atyada, means the person takes the inside respiration very less but expirate. Urdu श्वासा, ऊपर की ओर श्वास देर तक छोड़ता है बट अंदर की ओर नहीं ले पाता. इसके साथ there are some other features also. Vibrantaksha, that is also present in the condition. Then comes the third type, Chinna Shwas. Urdu Shwas basically can be taken as a failing respiration or stertorous respiration. Then is the third type, Chinna Shwas. Yastu Shwasti Vichinnam Sarv Pranen Pidita Na Vashwasti Dukharto Marm Chedar Urdigkaha. Means the person's respiration comes in the intervals. रुक रुक कर श्वास आता है and the person are having associated features like vipluptaksh, parikshinta, parishuksha, asyo. This can be taken as chain stroke breathing. Then comes the fourth type, tamak shwas. This is the most common presentation of shwas. Sorry. This can be compared with the bronchial asthma. Pratilomam yada vayu स्रोतांसि प्रतिपद्यते ग्रीवा शीर्ष संगृहे श्लेष्माण समुदीरेश्च क्रोति पीनिसं तेन रुद्धो गुर्गुस्तथा अतीव तीव्रं वेगं च श्वासं प्राणपीडिकम्. So when this vayu goes in the opposite direction, it reaches to griva share and it removes the kapha present in the uri region and leading to the penis, and there is some abnormal soundful respiration, and there is a acute attack of Shwas Rog. So the main feature in this is Asino Labte Sokhyam Ushnam Cha Ev Abhinandati, means the person feel comfortable or better when he is in the sitting posture, and the symptoms of Shwas elevates or reduce when he takes warm or hot substances. And this condition is aggravated by Megh, Ambhu, Sheet, Pravat and Shleshman Ahar Vihar. And this is the disease which is Sadhya in the case of new, whereas it becomes Yapya when it is chronic. Shuddha Shwas, this is just like a dyspnea on exertion. Whenever a person who consume excess of ruksha ahar or when he do a lot of exercise, then there is shuddha shwas, and it ultimately subside when the person do some rest. So these are the 5 types which are described in the text. Coming to the various predominance of doshas. Mahashwas is having Vata dominance, Urdhva Shwas is also Vata dominant, Chin Shwas is Kapha as well as Vata dominance, Tamak Shwas is Kapha dominant as well as Shuddha Shwasa is Vata dominance. So these are the 5 types. Most common is Tamak Shwas, which is compared with the bronchial asthma. Now coming to the types of Tamak Shwas. Acharya Charak has described 2 types of tamak shwas. One is tamak shwas and second is santamak shwas. Pranamak shwas, when the tamak shwas is associated with jwar and murcha, means fever as well as syncope or unconsciousness. Then santamak shwas, when the tamak shwas which increase in the tama, andhere mein or darkness. Then shita prashamyati, when there is sheath sevan, it is subsided. When the person consume sheath or liquid or cold substances, then it is subsided. So these are the 2 types of tamak shwas. Now next is sadhya sadhyata, curability as well as incurability. As you know, Acharya Charak has described that hikka along with the shwas, these are the 2 most fatal diseases, and no other disease are capable of taking life as quickly as these diseases. According to the types, these are the 5 types having just like sadhya sadhyata, mahashwas, urdhva shwas as well as chin shwas. These are asadhya. Whereas tamak shwas is sadhya in the new and yapya in chronic. Sushruta has given as well as Madhav has given that this tamak shwas is kricha sadhya. Shuddha shwas is sadhya. So this is the sadhya sadhyata of the disease. Now coming to the summary of the today's presentation. Shwas is very well described in Ayurvedic literature. It is a disease which is Vata Kapha dominant, and it is generally fatal when there is no treatment in the emergency stage. So students, this was my today's presentation. Hope you like it. If you have any query, please send me. I will try to resolve. The most important take-home message is try to treat the patient of Schwarz according to the Samprapti. If it is having dyspnea dominance, then try to treat it with the general Samprapti, Maruta Pran Vahini, Srotansi Avishekopeti. So first line of presentation is, or the treatment is Virechan in Panchkarma. If the patient present with cough with expectoration, as in the case of chronic bronchitis, the first line of treatment is kapha elevating, just like Vaman. So you should know which type of patient is here and what kind of samprapti he is here for. So try to treat the patient according to the samprapti. Thank you. Namaskar.